purpose so true. But when I'm Mayans, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into a purpose so true. But when I'm Mayans, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into a purpose so true. But when I'm Mayans, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into a
Brother Avra and Philip, how you guys doing?
I'm okay, my brother. How you doing?
You're sleeping on my man.
I have my first time here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
uh, I doing one or two document. I even wanted to call you to give you call regarding that document. Say, I don't know if you find interesting in other things. Yeah, but we will talk about it after this. So I'll
okay,
get quickly
okay,
about it. Or you can remind me maybe when I forget. Yeah,
okay. Philip,
yeah.
Good evening,
program director.
CEO, and good evening to you, Alfred.
I'll be program
How are you
director.
guys?
Man, how you doing?
I'm doing
Good
pretty
evening.
good. I thank God for
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Okay. Doing,
How
doing
about you
good as
guys?
well.
Good evening,
Yeah,
Elsa.
doing good.
How you doing?
Okay.
My man Afra, I think what I'll post and then that'll guest is coming. Tell us about this song here. I this song came about.
You know that song. It's just about all about the Maras TV to say in short. The kind of impact, and we are that one is actually speaking about both uh the present and the future. Like you see, uh you see that there's a part that say lighting the wall. It's not yes light the wall, but it says lighting the wall. So that means that it always bring light whenever you go, and it always the light in the sense of educations, inspirations. You know, you just name the rest. Yeah, and then you see the Mars TV. They just have just small groups, but an eloquent people. Look at Philip Dolo, look at Bona Myers, look at Queen Annie, look at Susie, Miss Hunchos, look at Zenebu. You see, these are people that they are lighting the world, and based on the inspiration, based on what they are doing, they reflect the light on the Mars TV. So that song has many meanings, and it gets so many things uh behind it, but we will just say a few, and then we allow the audience and the follower to listen to it so they can come up with their thoughts. Thank you. Are you getting me, Myers? Myers?
Yeah, Afra, sorry. You were explaining some things, and that's a reality about it. We are a small group of people, but the kind of mindset we carry in shifting our generation is something that is so yeah very unique to us. Philip, I mean, why we still waiting for our guests? Why you make all of this song, Philip? You are telling me the other time you say my this song. Tell me why you make all of this song.
In few words, I would like to thank the author of the song. Yeah, it's a great song, and I like his inspiration he brought to the song. And actually, the song clearly defines what Maya television is. All the mission, the vision and the work we do, far from just theories, but it actually, bring to our audience and our followers the stories we preach, the practical stories we preach, wherein the author talk about the shining light, we as Maya TV, positioning us as a shining light. And we can, liken that with this biblical saying in Matthew, where it says, let your light shine, before men, that they may see your good works and glorify God, your Father. So we are the light and we are shining on the path of our brothers, our sisters, including parents, guardians, and government officials, and everyone who follows us. So the song is actually a great song for us, and it portrays everything we do as Maya's television. Yeah.
That's good, bro. Yeah, unique. You just said it all. The song represent the kind of mindset we are carrying. Yeah, the kind of thing we are building for Liberia. Yeah. So we still waiting. I think our guest should be joining very shortly. Yeah, the guest didn't know about vote. But Afra,
Yes, my brother.
yeah, my man, you being the co-host, my man, the show yeah, my man. We listen to you tonight.
Yeah, you know, tonight is actually a great night, like it always been. But one of the differences for tonight is about spirituality. It's all about we actually going to be talking about about Christ. Actually, we'll be talking about food.
Alfred, for the benefit of the audience, can you be a bit audible, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry to the audience. I'm sorry to our follower tonight. I'm having a bit cold. Yeah, my side, the winter is trying to, I don't know, trying to do something else to me these few days. Yeah, but how be it, we will actually do our job. So I will try to be a bit audible, my brother. I hope you are getting me clear now.
Yes, thank you, sir. You're doing well. And
Okay, thank you.
I would like to bring to our knowledge again, or to our attention, one of our followers from South Africa. She's the governor of the Rotary district there. So she might be following us. So I want us to kickstart. Once we have our guests in the studio, then I'm going to forward the link to her. That is the Facebook link to actually follow the live. So I will request that, we kind of maintain all that needs to be maintained. Thank you so much.
No problem. You are welcome, sir. So, Maris, as I was saying, tonight is actually about faith. We it's actually about spirituality. It's about our belief. So tonight, since the year started, it is our first, let's say, uh, Christian program. I would say, I don't know, okay, spiritual program we are having. So, and I do believe that it's going to be great because Mara's TV is always great. So, not to take all of our time, I have my host here tonight. So, I think I will let her to come in while we await our guest.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are following us from. I want to say you are welcome to the Myers TV. Today, our discussion is faith, discipline, and academic excellence. So, we will be having a lengthy discussion today, deep insight because our guest is powerful and a young leader as we await him to join. So, Mr. Myers, how do you think about the show today? What do you expect from this show today?
Uh, Let me say thank you to our host. Uh, Tonight, I came with an expectation of sharing something great new and our follower as well, taking something powerful home because the guest that is coming tonight, like you
CEO,
said, is someone.
CEO,
Yeah.
there is an echo from the end, sir.
Okay.
Daniela
Are you getting
ready.
me? Are you
Yes, sir.
getting me?
There is an echo.
Okay.
There is an echo.
Is it
I
still
think
going
you
on?
have to
Are you
reduce.
getting me?
You are audible,
Yes,
sir.
you are
Okay.
audible, but
Um,
there
So
is an echo.
Please mute your mic. Everyone mute your mic.
You have to reduce one of the volume, the device's volume.
Queen, like you said, I came with a powerful expectation, and I hope that this conversation is going to be so interactive. We are all, young people, like you said, rather. Then we are going to share our own knowledge on what we think about this particular topic. But the topic is so unique that I just cannot wait, yeah, in sharing my own thoughts and listening to others, for the uniqueness of our listeners and even we ourselves as panelists and guests. So that's my own, yeah, expectation for tonight.
Yeah. So, the topic is so unique, as Maya said, when we talked about faith, some believe, some believe in our Christendom, and others talk about church. The topic is so unique. We are anticipating very, very great insight tonight. So let's hear. Okay, okay. Our guest now is in studio. I want to say welcome. So once again, welcome to the Miles TV. My name is Queen Annie. I'm currently residing in India, and I'm here with my co-host Alfred Timo. I want to say welcome to the guest, and let's hear from our co-host tonight. We are welcome, Sir Alfred.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for welcoming on board again. So to our followers, we want to say good morning, good evening, whatever your location is. We say you are welcome again to the Miles TV. We are super excited to that again for us to be as a family. To our guests, we say you are highly welcome to the Miles TV. We actually trust in you that you're actually going to deliver to us tonight. So I will stop here and then we can actually go back to our host. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, that was a voice of our co-host, Mr. Alfred Timo. So let's hear from our guest. You are welcome. I don't know his network. Um, are you there? Nico, are you there? Okay, so let's hear from our program chair. You are welcome, Philip.
Thank you so kindly for the time, Queen, and good evening to you again. Good evening to our followers. Good morning. The time at your location today happens to be a very wonderful talk show on the Nice television as we all talk about academic excellence, we talk about discipline, and we talk about faith. You know, these three components are very important for our children these days, right? Including students, including young adults, whatever you may find yourself, because these are some core values that every person must have. Every person must cultivate these core values. So today we talking about faith, talking about discipline, and even looking at the bigger picture of academic excellence is actually a great topic, and I'm looking forward to our guests for tonight and my fellow panelists, including our host, to share on their practical insights, not just theories. We have now come on tonight to, talk theories, but we've come tonight to share our practical insights about faith, about discipline, and academic excellence. So uh, I sit back and listen to us as we share our different viewpoints. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. So let's hear from Myers. You are welcome. Can we know you, sir?
Hello, are you saying? Should I
Can you
go
please
ahead?
introduce yourself? Yeah, you are welcome.
Okay, so thank you so much to all of our audience or listeners. The name remain constant. I'm Bona D. Maras again, the panelist, one of the panelists for tonight's show. Currently studying in India, studying my first degree in Operation Theater Technology, basically from the science department, and trying to practice to be uh, surgical assistant. So that's basically who Maras is, and maybe I can stop there for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that was the voice of Myers, having to be the brain behind the Myers TV. So, Mr. Cosmo, you are welcome. Let's hear from you. Who are you? Can you please introduce yourself and tell who are you?
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sure, you are loud.
Am I clear?
Yes, sure.
Okay, I'm sorry for the connection. I was finding it a bit difficult to get connected to the platform, but it's good to be here again. Once again, I want to firstly say thank you for the opportunity given me. I appreciate it a lot, where we can share our thoughts, to be able to inspire the younger generation and to, present practical lessons about what we can do to be a help to one another. So, by way of introduction, my name is. Are you getting me?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Philippine
So
means
my name is.
yourself.
Yeah, the land is grounding, getting some grounds in the background. But I hope I'm clear to everybody.
You are.
Okay. So as I was saying, my name is Miko Chikaduan. Miko is a youth leader, the CEO and founder of the youth
I'm so
organization.
sorry. I'm so sorry, Nicole. Your network is so bad. I don't know if the problem is on your side. I'm hearing it crying.
Yeah, that's the same way it is here. I hear everything is just drowning. I don't know what is it caused. I'm trying to figure it out. I hope you're getting me clear. Is it okay
If
now?
you have another device, you can try to log into that device and log out of work. Better still, you can go off and come back on.
Hello.
There is a distortion in your voice. There
Oh,
is
it's
a
back again.
distortion
Very
in your
bad.
voice. You can go off and come back on. Better still to use another device. Miko?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can log out and come back on.
Okay.
Yes, Queen, you can
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. So let's get some musical intro while we are with our guest.
Yeah. Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream. From Africa's heart to the world we see. Truth and culture. My TV, my TV, bringing light each day. Stories that guide us, show the way. One love, one voice, one destiny. Welcome to the future, Maya TV. A vision was born with a purpose so true. But when the Mayans, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began.
Okay. Okay. Are you okay now? To our guest.
I think I'm getting you clear. I don't know whether I'm clear as
Yeah,
well.
you are.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I was in speech. I said, thank you for affording me the privilege to be a part of your platform. Is an opportunity where we can all share our thoughts to be able to teach the younger generation. So, my name is Miko Tikatwan, and Miko is the youth leader, the CEO, and the founder of Youth Passion International here in Liberia. Miko is an educator who has been in a classroom for about approximately a decade, and not just serving as a classroom teacher, but also serving as a school administrator. So, Miko is a graduate of the University of Liberia from the College of Education with emphasis in secondary education, English major, and public administration minor. And Miko is also a current student at the University of Liberia Graduate School, studying educational administration and supervision. So basically, that's just who I am, and I'm grateful being here again.
Wow, our guest profile is so huge. Thank you. So let me say welcome to those out there joining or following the Maya TV. I'm going to say welcome to our platform. Our topic tonight is faith, discipline, and academic excellence. So we go straight into business. If you have questions, if you have anything, you can put in the comment section for our follower or the. So not going to be extraordinary. Yesterday we saw how we are excited, and tonight going to be extraordinary. Just take your pen, your paper as our guest about to elaborate. So That's it. We are waiting you, Nicole. What did you brought for us? What did you brought for the Liberian people? For our listener out there, you are welcome. We give you 10 minutes. Nicole, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here. Just that you coming in. I don't know, broken. The background is really bad. I don't know where the problem is coming from, but you coming in really bad. I don't know whether it's all over, but you coming in really bad from my end.
Myers, am I audible?
Yes, you
Yes,
are
yes,
audible.
you
You are
are.
audible.
You are
I'm
audible.
sure the problem is from our guest, Nicole. Nicole, are you using two devices?
All, all of you are coming in. I don't know, grounding. I don't know what really the problem is. I'm actually hearing you, but you coming in grounding.
You
So
have to leave the
I
show
don't
and
really.
come. The problem is from your end.
But I'm already logged in. I'm already logged in. I'm hearing you very clear. But the background is, yeah. Why you getting me?
Why you can, yeah, what you can do for us whenever it's like this, just leave and then come back again. We'll add you in. So you can just leave now and come back.
Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, so we were actually listening to our musical intro and then our guest came in, so we have to shut down everything to listen to it. So, Myers, can we hear music again?
Platform for every man. Through trials and growth. Mm, yeah. Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream. From Africa's heart to the world we see. Truth and culture, Maya's TV. Maya's TV, bringing light each day. Stories that guide us, show the way. One love, one voice, one destiny. Welcome to the future, Maya's TV. A vision was born with a purpose so true. Buena Myers, we honor you. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into a
Our host, are you there? Hello, Alfred, are you there?
Queen, Alfred.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
So let's
Okay.
get started, please. Let's get started. We can keep the audience waiting.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, to our audience, to our followers, we say sorry tonight. We are actually facing some technical issues from our host and our guest tonight. So we are sorry for that. We will actually make sure we settle all these things as soon as possible so we can have our guests in our host back. But while we are with them, we will actually like to actually know about this topic. Tonight our topic is all about faith. It's all about discipline. It's all about academic excellence. So to our panelists tonight, Mr. Philip J. Dolo, whenever you hear about faith, discipline, and academic excellence, what actually comes to your mind? What actually do you think about it?
Thank you so much for the question, and I'm going to try my best to respond to that question. So again, like I said, tonight is not about, theories. It's all about being practical in our explanation to the audience on the topic faith or academic excellence and discipline. So we all know that when we talk about faith, we kind of look at our different religions we are from. That's one aspect of the faith. And another practical aspect of faith, as we can say, it's when a Christian, a Muslim, or a Buddhism, or a Buddhist, I'm sorry, or a Buddhist say his or her prayers unto his or her God. So this is one practical example of faith. Now, looking at it in a more technical term, we can say that faith gives our children and even gives us, direction in life. So the faith we have in our homes, the faith we have in our different religions, actually, I think there is a serious technical issue tonight. I don't know.
Mr.
We are getting you, Philip.
Mr. Miko, can you please mute your mic?
There is a serious distraction in the background.
Yeah, Mr. Miko, can you please mute your mic? Mr. Miko T. Sandro, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name well. Can you please mute your mic, sir?
Miko,
Yes, I'm getting you.
yes,
Can you please mute your mic?
your device is actually causing chaos here tonight.
Can you please mute your mic, sir? Okay, Felix, you can continue.
Okay. So, as I said earlier on, right? So, faith gives us direction in life. And when we look at discipline in itself, it's not so much about the punishment aspect, but discipline gives us a structure that we can build our life upon. It actually gives us a platform which we can use as a people to become successful and to achieve all of our life's goals. So that's one aspect of the discipline. And we look at the education side where we talk about academic excellence. Remember, as we all are aware, that education gives us opportunity. So when we are able to balance both faith and discipline together, we now be able to cultivate an education that will actually gives us opportunity. So when these three work together, our children succeed and ourselves succeed as well. So tonight, we're going to look at faith in a place where it can help child or children to stay grounded. So what do I mean by faith helping child or children to stay grounded? Remember that faith teaches children the right from wrong. It's good for us to remember this thing, that faith always and at all times teaches our children the right thing from the wrong thing. And it also reminds them that their actions being exhibited, it truly matters. So whatever they do in this life, whatever they do in their homes, whatever they do in the school, in the marketplace, or the community matters a lot. So even when no one is watching, that child is going to call himself or herself back to check and be like, oh, this is wrong or this is right. So this thing I'm doing is actually outside my faith, is actually outside, the rules of my home. So that's what faith does. It actually gives you direction. And if we look at a practical example of a child who prays or reflects, before going to school, often learns patience. Because before you go into a prayer, you have to actually dedicate yourself and set yourself apart for that praying time. So whatever that is to be done before that time, you kind of put a pause to it and you go into your prayers. So it actually teaches a child patience.
And it actually teaches a child self-control. That's what faith does. It teaches us about patience. It teaches us about self-control and respect as well. Respect for, our supreme God in whatever religion, from the Muslim to the Christian to the Buddhism to the Hinduism, and whatever religion that one may find himself or herself. So that child is more likely to listen in class and stay focused on the subject and also to
Okay, so I think
as we may put
yeah,
it. Discipline is far away from punishment. It's actually a routine that a child or children can commit themselves to. So discipline is not about beating or shouting at a child whenever he or she does wrong. It's far away from that. Discipline is doing the right thing every day that comes. When we are able to do the right thing, we are able to say the right thing, we are able to perform the right task at the right time and with the right attitude. It's called discipline. So a child who studies at the same time every evening, morning or afternoon, even for at least 20 or 30 minutes, trust me, that child is certainly willing to perform better than any other child who just study whenever exam time is near. And we all can attest to that. We have some of our friends in our cycle who only study when exam is near. But for them to take their own time every day or each day and study for at least 20 to 30 minutes, they can't. So if you can commit yourself to studying at least 20 to 30 minutes each day, it tells you that you are disciplined. Waking up early morning at a particular time, cleaning your room, cleaning your house, making up the bed, and making breakfast actually calls for discipline. So these days, our parents have to be straight and forward to the point that rules are to be set and clear in the homes, not house, as we talk, in previous shows, that we have to transform, we have to change our houses into homes. And if we are to do that and achieve that, discipline matters a lot. So the small daily routines we do is called discipline, not punishment. And we looking at the bigger picture of faith again. Remember, faith alone is not enough, right? We just can say, "Oh, I have faith," like the Bible said in James. I have faith. I have faith. It's far away from professing that you have faith. What matters is your effort applied when it comes to professing your faith, when it comes to you declaring that you are a faithful person. What matters is your effort. So, effort matters a lot. So, our prayer is very important. But remember, prayer is not as important as preparation because the Bible says, as you pray, you have to act upon your prayer. So what if you pray unto God and God gave you an instruction to do a certain thing and you didn't do? How can you achieve that which you have prayed for? You can't achieve it. So prayer is important, don't get me wrong, but prayer without preparation can lead often to disappointment. So it's important that we balance our faith and our effort. So let's take, for example, a student cannot say, God will help me pass this exam, and you refuse to read or attend classes. You refuse to read your lesson notes. You refuse to attend classes. How can you make a passing mark in the exam? You just can't. It's impossible. So you should be motivated by your effort, which you have professed your faith upon. So we cannot replace, faith with just a mere thing. So we can actually balance our faith and our efforts. So to our parents, like we said in 2 shows or episodes back, let us begin to convert, to transform our house into home. Remember, children copy what they see at home, like Alfred said the other time, and even Myers stated rightly. Whatever the child sees happening at home or in the home, is what the child copies and carry out. So children copy what they see happening in our different homes. So if a parent wakes up early and the child wakes up early, the child learns discipline naturally because the child sees that his mom, his dad, and everyone is kind of doing just right as they should do, as they ought to do. So the child learns discipline right in that environment. So if a parent sleeps late and you, the parents, you kind of ignore your responsibility, what happens? The child also learn the same. As the child grows from a child from teen to adult and young adult or whatever phase of their life, they actually practicalize what they have seen in the home. So tonight, I'm going to stop here and just let others, share their own practical insight on faith, discipline, and academic excellence. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Philip J. Delo. Thank you so much. When we actually look at the word faith, uh, faith is a very huge word that actually go a lot of things. In the word faith, you can find discipline. In the word faith, you can find academic excellence. What am I trying to say? Uh, if I do say that I have faith, that means that I should be disciplined. I should be disciplined in the sense of what? Holding on, no matter what I may go through, no matter what. If we look at the biblical concept, if I say that I have faith in God, and of course, obviously I do have faith in God, that means that I should hold on, no matter what happens. That's why in the book of Job, Job said, uh, I don't care how you slay me, I will still praise him. I don't care what I go through, I will still praise him. That is faith that's speaking. uh, Faith that is speaking, regular Job with discipline. You know what? He was disciplined. And when we ask them, if we actually look at the academic concept regarding the faith, if you read the book 2 Timothy 2, verse 15, it says, study to show yourself approved unto God, for a workman needed not to be ashamed. So if you do have faith and then you study, you put it to work, and then you study, I'm reading because I have faith that I'm going to pass. If I read, I will pass. Faith is not something that you can just see by mouth. No, it's not something you can just see it. It's something that you have to do. You have to practicalize it. Like our brother was saying that you cannot just come. You cannot just come and obtain it by yourself. No, it's something like, listen. The first thing I usually tell people, I tell them that there is nothing in the realm of the spirit we call the spirit of prayer. No one can get a gift of prayer. Prayer is a self-discipline. It's a choice. That's why he said in the book of Deuteronomy, he said, I put before you life and death, and I urge you to choose life. So even as a child, as a parent, as a believer, you should understand that everything that you do is based on your choice. It's based on your decision, whatever decision you take. So if you do have faith, you have to be disciplined. Discipline, you have to discipline yourself to pray. You have to discipline yourself to fast. You have to discipline yourself to this. And if you are well disciplined, the next thing you should do, you should understand that you are obtain academic excellence, because if you are disciplined, that you understand that you need to read your notes, you need to do your assignment, you need to do this. So if we go to our homes, if we enter into our homes, our parents first the state has to start from our parents. If we see our parents as someone who quick to give up, who there was ever small thing they gave up, they try to, I don't know, try to create drama, try to create scene. In that way, you make the child will not grow up strong in faith, will not be well disciplined, because you, even the parent, you are not disciplined. You are not disciplined when it comes to prayer. How can you say that you want your child to be a prayerful a child, you want a child to pray, and you cannot pray? How can you say that you want for your child to be someone who reads, but one day you cannot call your child, you say, come sit down, let me read your note to you, not read together, let me teach you your note. No, it does not work that way. It does not work that way. But how big? That's why we are here tonight, to actually learn some of these things. So I will actually like to bring on our guest tonight, so he can actually give a insight on this topic. Mr. Miko, you are welcome, sir.
Once again, let me say thanks to everyone. Even though I'm really struggling tonight because the line is really not as I expected to be. The entire background has been noisy from my end. I don't know about others, but from my end. But I'm still grateful to be here and to share my insight on the topic. So the topic is really interesting, and honestly, I must commend those who have already made their input as it relates to what is already unfolding on ground: faith, discipline, and that of excellence. So, from my own perspective, I have a definition, a self definition from the three basic words that we, are looking at tonight. The first one, which has to do with faith. From my own insight, my own definition, faith has to do with an irresistible belief, a belief that just can be resisted by anything, whether circumstances or whatever situation, an irresistible belief. And everything surrounding life, it comes from the mind. It starts from the mind before moving forward to the reality. So if you not catch something in the reality, it first it has to be established from the mind. So if you don't have the mental ability, which is the faith that we're talking about, there's no way that you can be able to, capture in the realm of the reality. I want to put it that way practically so that we can understand it from our, broader perspective. So it's a belief that just can be resisted by whatever situation, whatever, circumstances. Now let's look at the word discipline, right? Most of the time you hear people say, I'm disciplined, I've disciplined my kids. They do certain things at certain times, they don't do certain things at certain times. Now here's my definition of what discipline is. Discipline is just training yourself to something in a way that what you have trained yourself to becomes a part of you.
Oh, sorry, can you please turn the camera on off, please?
Hello?
Yeah, can you please turn on your camera, please?
It's all right, okay? Are you getting me?
Yes, yes, we are getting you now.
Okay. So as I was saying, discipline is training yourself to something in a way that what you have trained yourself to becomes a way of life. So if you hear someone say, um, my child is disciplined, in in a practical sense, they are saying that I've trained this person in a way that everything they do, their life, everything about them, uh, their actions and whatever has become a way of life. So a way of life in the sense that, for instance, I've taught my child or my kids not to insult. Not yielding to insult has become a way of life. So it's a form of discipline that you have trained yourself to, and it has become a part of you. So that is what discipline is. Now, so when we talk about excellence now, we are talking about doing something in a way that also becomes, it produces a result that is far different or better than what everyone else is doing. So when we try to connect that faith, discipline, and that of excellence, what we can say is, like I said from the initial stage, faith is your belief. Everything about life starts from the mind. And your discipline is what you have trained yourself to, that's become a way of life. And excellence is producing a result that is far better than what everyone else may be producing. People, for instance, people or everyone may be writing, but when you write, hey, your writing appears different. People see it, they are like, wow, this is great. That's what we call excellence. So if we try to combine everything, then we can say that they all work together. One cannot do away with the other. You need both. discipline to build up your faith. And you also need faith and discipline to produce an excellent result. Because if you want to produce an excellent result, there are certain things you must be able to train yourself to. Therefore, instance, you want to have an excellent result in your probably your academic activities. You need to discipline yourself to reading or studying. Like the Bible will say, study to show yourself approved. So if you are disciplined to reading and studying, then you're going to produce an excellent result. So if you are not disciplined to reading, you have not trained yourself to reading. How can you read? You won't read. And the fact that you will not have the ability to read, you can produce an excellent result. So you see how it works. Now, your mind or your belief, connecting it now with faith, your mind or your belief your faith is your faith is what you believe. So if you believe that you can indeed produce an excellent result, then you have to train yourself. And it is from the training that you give to yourself that you're going to produce that excellent result that we're talking about. So from my own perspective, what I can say is that the three of them work together. Faith works with discipline, discipline to also works with faith to be able to produce an excellent result.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, can you please meet the mark?
Hello,
Can you please meet the mark, sir?
I'm not getting you again.
Can you please mute your mic? Can you please mute your mic? Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so as I was saying, so our guests we got to understand the faith, discipline, and that of academic excellence can work together. In the sense that if you do have faith, faith all have to do with the belief in what you believe in. If you do have faith, that means that you have to be disciplined. When we look at the academic concept, if you believe that you want to pass, that means you'll be disciplined to read. And when you are disciplined to read, you obtain academic excellence. So the overall phrase of this is what faith, discipline, discipline, academic excellence. So having heard from our guests, we want to hear from our one of our panelists tonight, who is Bonan D. Myers, our technical man tonight. Mr. Myers, what actually do you have to say regarding this topic tonight?
So let me say thank you, Afra. Thank you so much for giving me the time, and thanks to our guest for joining us tonight in studio. Right. So like everyone has said it, and is something that is very true. Faith basically has to do with what we believe in. You understanding it? So tonight, what everyone have said already, I'm not trying to go over it, but then I will try to bring something to our minds. How this entire, you know, faith, discipline, and then that of academic excellence, how they work. So, number one, as an individual, you make these three things are very cardinal to our lives. For one, faith, like we talk about belief. Every human being, our foundations should be based on faith. Faith should be our center point or our foundations. In a sense, like you see, it provide meaning, purpose, core moral values, and a framework for critical thinking, right? You see, a lot of us today, when it comes to faith, like from the biblical side, you understand that most of us today we have some problem we face, because our faith are lesser and other things. But let's look at it from the academic standpoint, right? You as an individual who are pursuing or whatever way, in order to be a successful individual, in order to be successful, you must have faith, because faith comes with what? That motivations. Your faith is the one that gave you that motivations that yes, indeed, I can do these things. No matter how it seems to be difficult, you motivate yourself with faith that yes, indeed, I can do this thing. I can make that kind of differences. And we talk about discipline, right? Discipline has to do with a bridge, and this bridge is where you as an individual stands to make certain critical decisions. setting critical decision, because if you want to achieve something powerful, you must have a decision. You must be a decision making person. You must be able to stand. You should be a principle minded person. Like everyone was saying on you having a time set when it comes to your studies, having a time set when it comes to you doing other things, around you and other things, right? You must have that. That's you should discipline yourself as an individual who want to stay on a solid foundation of faith, want to achieve certain things. You must discipline yourself very strong. Be able to tell yourself that this is what I'm not going to do, this is what I'm going to do, right? You should be able to discipline yourself when it comes to that. And we talk about academic excellence, mostly it has to do with those results that we have after all these things have been done, after we have motivated ourselves, after we have trained ourselves and say, I'm not going to do these things. I'm going to make sure and put all efforts. I'm going to take 5, 6 hours to study. I'm going to make sure that uh, every semesters, I'm going to make sure to make 7, 8, 9 points. I'm going to put all my times and everything to do it right. That has become what our foundation that we have built around ourselves. We are centered that, right? So that faith is like a foundation you build around yourself, having that motivation, having that courage. Like no matter, right, the challenges, because you being a student, there are a lot of challenges. Let's take it from the school background, right, or the school angles. You being a student, there are a lot of challenges we face sometimes. But what reminds you when you build that concept, all your minds have been built with faith, right? So every time you reach a certain challenge or challenges that comes your way, what happens? You remind yourself that I think I stand on certain ground. I make faith that I can achieve this thing. So no matter how it comes, no matter what format it might use to attack me, I believe that I can overcome it. And discipline has to do with is a focus point, right? We setting those boundaries, like we said, a lot of us are setting here. Those boundaries we set, uh, our minds is like I'm focused on these things. This is what I'm going to do, no matter what. And then lastly, we talk about academic excellence has to do with those results we have. After you have positioned yourself, build your foundations on faith, your mind have been focused when it comes to your discipline, now to achievement you are having. And you as an individual, I tell people most times there is a problem we face when it comes to our faith life. We are always doubting. So at the end of the day, those results we have sometimes are not positive, are not positive. So if you want to be an individual that will have a academic excellence, you must always build your minds that yes, indeed, this thing I'm trying to get into automatically is going to produce positive results for me. You must always be a positive man thinker, right? Always think positively, because if you are not thinking that direction, no matter how you do it, no matter how you do it, once your faith is not like I said, right, it's not strong. It's not on a strong foundations. It's not on a strong foundation. What happens at the end of the day? You don't all those things you will do is just for formalities and other things, because your mind, right? Remember that faith has to do with our mindset, or the way we position ourselves when it comes to doing certain things, right? Like let's say for example, like one time I remember I was like, uh can I try to do this program? Is this something like is something that's going to benefit me? Is that something that would be a good one to me? And I tried to doubt myself. I was like, no, I don't think I can make it. And I was like, I this thing is like it's so hectic. Am I going to really do it, or what I think I can do? And what comes to my mind was what I remember was the kind of faith I have built myself around, right? Always motivate myself. I always motivate myself. So I was like, I think I can make it. And all I need to do is to discipline myself to study this thing more. I need to discipline myself to study it more. Take maybe 2 to 3 hours on a day to study. Even though it's an extra thing from my field of study, but I need to put 3 to 4 hours to study these things. And what happened at the end of the day, I placed that time to it, and I was able to have a positive result or an excellent result. So that's how, if you structure yourself from the beginning, I said, right, faith, disciplines, and then that of academic excellence, they are interrelated. They are all related. So you as an individual, if you just position yourself like you have structured yourself, okay, faith is the foundation of which I stand. When it comes to discipline, this is where I focus. And when it comes to academic excellence, no matter what happens, I'm going to get a positive result. At the end of the day, you as an individual, you automatically going to make life easier for yourself. So I'll stop here for now. Maybe as we go further, we will try to say some things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you can come, sir.
Yeah. So again, Myers, I want to say thank you. You made some good points, and you see, here is what we get mixed up most of the time, especially in the academic setting. You see, those of us who are religious, and some of these youngsters who are just coming up in the gospel, who are also religious, sometimes they mistaking faith for discipline. So what we're talking about is almost like excellence is the result. Let me put it that way. Excellence is the result because, like we said, faith comes from your belief. Your discipline is what you train yourself to. So here is the contradiction. You will see someone who wants to have an excellent result, and they have just the faith. I believe that yes, I will graduate with honor, but yet probably they don't have the discipline. You see it now. And once you lack the discipline, no matter how big your faith is, you can produce an excellent result. I can say this for free. I can say this for free. No matter how big, and that's why Bible puts it in a way that it says that faith without work is a dead faith. Faith without work is dead. So no matter how much you believe, you need to take certain actions and conduct yourself in certain ways to be able to produce certain result, especially result that you want people to see and say, yes, this is exceptional. So if you want to be a scholar, okay, that's a good belief. You have the mindset, yeah, I can be a scholar, I can be an astronaut, I can be a scientist, I can be whatever. But then the fact remains that how can you achieve that if you are not disciplined? If you are not disciplined, you can achieve it. So you need to discipline yourself by training yourself to doing certain things that will become a lifestyle at the end of the day, that will become a part of you. And this discipline we're talking about is not something that you just do temporarily. That's why I keep making the emphasis. It has to be a lifestyle. That is something that must be a part of you. Yes, that you do both consciously and unconsciously. It has to be a part of you. So if you want to produce a
Okay.
better result, you have to discipline yourself and keep yourself posted to certain things that you think you have to do to give you the kind of result that you need. Honestly.
Okay. Okay. So we are actually on one part tonight. We are talking about the positive side of faith, discipline, and academic excellence. Now, what you were just speaking, there is something that comes to my mind. What about this child? What about this guy, this girl who have faith, who have struggled having faith? Okay, okay, I believe in this. I have faith in this, and then I will discipline my mind, and then I will work hard. But always time my outcome always come with bad result. 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 Whenever I struggle, whenever I discipline myself, let's say, okay, let's look at my academic side. I have faith. Okay, I'll read whole night, but at the end, I won't come up with the result that I want. Okay, I will come up very bad with bad results. Okay, I will have faith. I will hustle, but at the end, my hustle don't pay. So, what do you think? What do you think that this person should do? What do you think that this person is missing? Because now we are telling people that you should have faith, you should work hard. But yet instead, this child or this woman or this man is working hard and you have faith. He's working hard. He's doing everything. He's working hard. But yet instead, his result is always bad. So what do you think this person is missing? What do you think that this person should do to actually get a better result?
Let me say thank you again, right? That's a brilliant question, very beautiful one. And that could be a concern of a lot of people. Oh yes, I have the faith, and I'm disciplined, but in most cases, results I want to get, I'm not having them. So you see, let's be real and be sincere to ourselves. Anytime you find yourself doing something and you getting a contrary result to what you anticipate, even though you are still acting, it means that something is wrong somewhere. Probably you are not using the right strategies, or you are not doing actually what you ought to do. Let me bring it back to the academic side. Studying is not just about taking book and just reading, but you must be able to understand what you read. What you read. So if you are not understanding what you're reading, or you're not understanding what you are doing, then you get to someone who understands what you're doing and who can be able to help you in that process. You get it now? So you may have the faith and you may be working. You think that you are working, but yet you are not getting the kind of result that you want. It means that you need to revisit your strategy. We all remember the Ethiopian Enoch in the Bible, right? Where he was reading the scroll, and the prophet asked him, he said, what you're reading, are you understanding what you're reading? Even though he was reading, this was his response. He said, how can I understand when I don't have someone to interpret to me? So he was doing, the essence here is, he was doing, but he was not doing what he should have been doing the right way. He was acting, he was taking actions, he was making moves, but he was not on the right path. He was not on the right path. So in a case where you find yourself still having the belief, the big dream, the big mindset, and you find yourself working, and you think that you are doing what you need to do, but yet you are still getting a result that contradicts your expectation, what you want. From my own understanding, I think you may not be doing what you should be doing the right way. You are not doing what you should be doing the right way. Probably something is wrong somewhere. You are not acting rightly. You are not using the right strategies. You are not using the right methods and the right path. And that's a great lesson from the Ethiopian Enoch. So when the prophet told him, can you understand what you're reading? He said, how can I understand when I don't have someone to interpret? I can't understand. I'm just reading, but I'm not understanding. So to understand or to get a result that you need to understand what you are doing and how you are doing it to be able to get the result that you need. So that's why I said the three of them, they work together. Faith does not work in isolation from discipline to give you, excellence. You need discipline and you need a faith, but you need to understand that in your discipline, you need to adhere to what needs to be done the right way. The right way. So if you read Second Timothy, where it talks about study to show yourself approved, that word study, uh, is a deeper word, not just reading on the surface, but you must be able to
Okay, sir.
understand what you're doing. Yeah, right.
Sir,
You must be able to
Nico,
understand. Yes, sir.
Nico, you
Yes,
were
sir.
when you were speaking, you made mention of in the right way. Uh, Now, what you were just speaking, something comes to my mind. The Bible says there is a rule that seems a right to a man, but therefore at the end, last discretion. So, what am I trying to say? Okay, I'm doing what I'm feeling I'm doing is the right thing. I should study. I'm on the right path, right? I should do my project. I should pay attention to my lesson. I should read. It's the right thing. Okay, okay. Let's look at the job side.
Right.
Okay, let's look at the business side. I should plan business strategies. I should hustle. I should do this.
Of
But
course.
yet then still,
Of course.
but yet then still, whenever at the end of my result, when I get there, my result is always bad. There are people that way, right? There are people that way, right? Like they
Of
actually
course.
focus. They actually focus. They actually determined. They have the faith. They are actually hardworking. But therefore, they always lead to bad results. So that comes to my mind. What are these things the person is actually liking? Because if you look at the story of Job, Job is a faithful Christian. He is a faithful man to God. He is very diligent. He's always there. He always fasting, always pray. But yet then say he's facing real trials and temptations. Yet he's facing real trials and temptation. So but what I have to say regarding this, one of the things that keep me standing, you know, uh, uh, like when you put that scripture, he said in the book of 2 Timothy 2 verse 15, that says, "Try to show yourself a proof unto God." Not forget about that phrase, but the next phrase that say, "For a workman needed not to be ashamed." A workman needed not to be ashamed. So that phrase that comes from my mind says that you might feel that you are not actually getting a better result today, but the better result is there. There's one thing I tell people: was everything you put the time to do, was everything you put the time to do, it might not happen immediately, but definitely it will happen. If we look at some of the discipline that we actually receive from our parents back home when we all were growing, some at that age we see as a very bad things like our parents. Some of we even think like our parents don't even like us. But why would my parents do something? Why would they teach me this way? Why would they do such things to me this way? Sometimes they tell you go and read your book. Why we go and do they go and do that? We see that it was not actually helping us. If we feel it was not actually helping us. But today I can tell you, based on that discipline that what keeping some of us, we know that we should read book. If you go to school, you should read, but not even going to school, but you should read. We know that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. That discipline is what keeping us. So for that result that we couldn't get at that time, at this point where we are getting that result. So that's it. So okay,
Alfred,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, before I forget about this, you were saying something, right? The question you asked. There's the thing that some of us we miss sometimes. We want to do things on our own understanding. I agree that you have faith as a foundations, you discipline yourself, but sometimes you need other people to coach you. That's why we talked about mentorship comes in, right? If you tried your own way to do certain things, it is not working. Sometimes we feel ashamed of going to people to learn, and learning never ends, right? You're one you They say usually we have the saying in our place that we say one tree cannot make a forest, right? You need other people ideas. You need other people ideas. After you know what I'm saying about, you want to do a you have tried so many times, you have tried 2 to 3 times according to you, you fail, and one of you sometimes you need just little ideas from other people. There are other techniques people have made, and once they try to coach you and you try to follow that pattern, what happens at the end of the day? Because maybe the kind of discipline you have for that kind of things that you have that potential for is not something that match. That's why we said faith, discipline, and then that of academic excellence, they are interrelated, right? But mind you, every field of study, like you from the computer science era, right? Your core ethics is different from me, that from the medical college, right? My own medical college is different. Yeah, I may sit down and say I'm studying operation theater technology, and tomorrow I may say I want to do maybe cyber security. You understand it? That's a different field. I said that complete different thing I'm going in, right? I feel like okay, maybe the kind of background I have when it comes to mathematics, and, physics and other things, I can do it. But I've tried maybe the first semester I'm seeing I'm not getting a result. The second semester I'm not still getting a result. And I know Alpha Mo is in that kind of field. I know Philip is also in that kind of field. Why should I do try to reach out to them? Because there are certain pattern or certain things they understand about that particular field of studies that I do not understand. So when I try to consult them, what happened? They try to put me on that guideline. That's where your discipline comes. They try to tell you that, Myers, if you want to be successful in a particular field of study, you have to learn these particular things. You have to discipline yourself. Like you, maybe if I in my own time, right? I from the medical field, I used to take 5 hours to study, but now I want to shift my entire mind. They're going to tell me that no, this other field, if you want to be this particular person, a professional person in this, you have to spend 10, 15 hours in studying this. That's the only time you're going to get it. And these are things you need to watch. These are things you need to follow. These are books you need to get to be able to be a successful person. But sometimes we feel like in our own understanding, we try. We can make it on ourselves. And then once you continue doing it, you will fail. So that way, after I told you the other time, that where you see I have Proverbs chapter 19 verse 21, where I was listening to the late Dr. Miles Maroon. He was teaching, and then he's talking about You have your own plans, but what prevail over your lives is the purpose of God. Sometimes that's your mentality that yes, I want to achieve this thing, but it is not God plan for you now. But while going consult other people, they will try to put you on that guard, and yourself you try to see, that excellent job you try to do at the end of the day. There are a lot of people today miss their career. Do you know how they came back to the rifle part? It's through other people advices, and they try to follow it today. They are employing other people for the kind of work that they have done when it comes to their lives. So this is that's why I just wanted to stress before you go for Afra.
And CEO Miles, can
Yeah.
you, Alfred, I don't know if you could just spare me some minutes to just buttress on what the CEO has said and even buttressing on your point and our guest point for tonight. You see, as you
Uh,
guys spoke,
you can.
okay, thank you. As you guys spoke out your own insights, something roughly came to my mind. Like, there are two types of people we have in this world. I wrote on my Facebook page a couple of hours back. Two types of people we have. We have realistic people and we also have idealistic people. So the question Alfred asked, what about those people who do in their mind, in their head, they do the right thing but get bad result on a day-to-day basis? That was the question. And you all have answered the question rightly. But now those people who keep failing at the very end result, the desired result they actually expect, to have, yet they don't achieve those desired results. What happens? I can safely categorize them as idealistic people. Although realistic people and idealistic people are needed for the betterment of the society. Yes, they are needed. But those people who are very idealistic, they only stick to their plans, not giving room for flexibility. They are not giving room for change. They are not, adding some practical wisdom to what their idea is. So if you are an idealistic person, at the end, you always going to meet bad results. Take for example, you say, okay, I'm studying and I think this is the right way. I have taken the right path. I've selected the right course. That's your idea. That's your belief. It's up to you. We agreed. We agreed. We are not against that. But are you doing it the right way? If you say, yes, I am doing it the right way, then we say you are doing it all alone. There where idealistic people come in. They are doing it just all by themselves, not being led, not being guided, not being mentored, as Maya said. That's what got my attention. So, in order to achieve our desired result, we have to convert, we have to transform from being idealistic to being realistic. Because, man, being realistic, I have my plans to accomplish, I have my plans that I've set up, to achieve. But within a twinkling of an hour, something sparks up. Within just a twinkling of an hour, something negative happened, and I'll be like insisting, no, I'm going to do this no matter what, without seeking practical wisdom from someone who had already been there. How will you say to yourself that, oh, I want to cross the ocean, saying that you are not a swimmer? How is that possible? That's not possible. You are not going to get a desired result. You haven't swum ever in your life, yet you want to cross the ocean. In fact, you haven't learned any pilot lessons, yet you want to sit in the seat of a pilot. How possible is that? You haven't even gone for an army training, yet you said to yourself that you are going on the battlefield to fight a battle. You cannot even carry an arm. You don't know how to put a trigger. How can you fight a battle? How can you wear on the regalia of an army to fight a battle? It's impossible. So I believe that kind of people who are involved in constant failure regarding Afra's question, those kind of people, are actually idealistic people. They only stick and stay to their plan and not going, after consultation. They are not going after mentorship. They are not going after advices. So it's important. That's why the Myers Television has come to bring like-minded people, educated people, insightful people like our guests for tonight to share their ideas with us, the path they have taken to achieve success, to acquire better results. Like I said, you cannot sit in the seat of a driver whereby you haven't taken any driver lessons. You haven't learned any tutorial. How can you become a driver? So, to our brothers, to our sisters, and our students following us tonight, you have to convert from being idealistic to being a realistic person, accepting the fact, accepting the reality, and listening to advices and going according to practical wisdom being given you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Philip. That was the voice of our program director. You might not see his face, like for him to put a camera on tonight. He actually has a little issue at his place, so he's not able to put the camera on. But as soon as possible, you're going to see his camera on. Everything is settled. You're going to see the man who is always speaking from the behind the scene.
Thank you,
So
sir. Thank you.
yeah. So, having said that, we like to our follow. We always say that when we are here speaking, this topic is very unique and it impacts every one of us. We might not actually say everything here today, or we might not be an expert of this topic. So, if you like we say, if you have your questions, you can actually place your question in the comment section, and then your question going to be read out, and then your question going to be answered to our best of knowledge. So we will take a little break, a musical intro, and then we will be back shortly. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream from Africa's heart to the world will see truth and culture. Maya TV, Maya TV, bringing light each day. Stories that guide us, show the way. One love, one voice, one destiny. Welcome to the future, Maya TV. A vision was born with a purpose so true. But when I'm Mayans, we are new. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into
Okay. So thank you. You know, there's one part of this song that actually got my mind not too long. Building the platform for every man. This platform is built for every man. This platform is built for every child. This platform is built for every lady, every girl, child, woman, whatsoever gender you find yourself. This platform is for you. We are on our education for life program, the flagship program. So you are actually welcome to ask a question whenever you feel like asking your questions, and the Mars is going to be here for you. So we are entertaining questions for now. So like I said, you can place your question in the comment section, or you can do a WhatsApp call. The number is placed in the comment section. The number is +231 88 1302 364 on WhatsApp, and the next one from WhatsApp again is +91 9058 929411. So you can place your question. You can place your call on WhatsApp, and your call going to be accepted. You can ask your questions. The number is placed in the comment section, like I said again, and we are entertaining questions. So since we are awaiting questions, we will take Mr. God intro again, and then we will come back, and then we have our guest again, then we can draw down our curtain. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, my TV, light in the world. My TV, shine on the screen. Voices of hope, living the dream. From Africa's heart to the world we see. Truth and culture. Maya TV, Maya TV, bringing light each day. Stories that guide us, show the way. One love, one voice, one destiny. Welcome to the future, Maya TV. A vision was born with a purpose so true. But when I'm Mayans, we are new. With faith and courage, the journey began. Building a platform for every man. Through trials and growth, the light stayed strong. Turning every challenge into a
Okay. The journey has begun, building the platform for every man. Thank you again. You are welcome back. So we say this is the Miles TV Education for Life program. You are welcome again. So I think our followers are actually trying to take down the question. So the question will be asked the next time. So we go to our guest tonight. Our guest, we gave you 2 minutes to give your party statement. What do you have to say to the people to join the curtain tonight?
All right, so let me get started. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much for affording me the privilege to be a part of your show. A big thanks and appreciation to my own sister Queen. Probably the recommendation may have come from her about me being a part of your show, and I cherish her a lot. I want to say thank you to also my brother Myers. Yeah, I we may not have met before, but the fact that we are all young people and we have similar mindset about doing what we can do to be a help to our generation is highly applauding. I want to say thank you so much for the good work you are doing. We have been working with the youth for some couple of years, and this is something we are so passionate about. So when we see people who are like-minded coming up with these kind of different initiatives, we embrace it and we make ourselves available to support it in whatever way. I want to say thank you so much. So for my party statement to our listeners, we need to understand that faith and discipline they work together. Yeah, they hold together, and one definitely cannot do away with the other. So if you must have an excellent result that you want and you have a big faith, then you need to discipline yourself. You need to discipline yourself. And just in conclusion, lastly, to as it relates to the question that was asked by Brother Alfred about sometimes people trying and having a faith, but they're still getting a negative or different result. I'm from the background of education, and in the classroom, as a teacher, there are different methodologies that you initiate in the classroom to ensure that your students can be able to understand the lessons that you are presenting. So if you are presenting and probably your students are not getting what you are presenting, then as a teacher you need to change your strategies, your methods. You need to change your strategy. So if you are listening, you are following our show, and probably you've been doing certain things and you anticipate to get a result at your expectation, and it's always on the contrary, you're not getting the kind of expectation that you want, then it means that you need to change your strategies. You need to find a better way to do it to get the result that you want. If you still try and you're still not getting a result, then like the brother said, you need someone who could serve as a mentor. You need mentorship, because no one has monopoly over knowledge. You may think that you are doing something probably the right way, but then you may also not be doing it the way it should be done. So that's just my little take. I want to thank you so much. We are available at any time to be around to share our insight and to be a support to what you are doing. Thank you so much for affording me the privilege again.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Miko. We are hoping to see you again. We hope that this is not the last time on the Maras TV. You know that the Maras TV is for every man. That's why you hear in our song, we are building the platform for every man. We are hoping to work with you again and again and again whenever we see the needs arises, most especially when it comes to educative talk, because you add inspiration to the youth, to our followers. So we are hoping to see you again. So having said that, we will take 1 minute from our panelist, Mr. Philip J. Dodo, for a parting statement.
Thank you so much, Alfred, and thanks to our insightful guest for tonight, Miko, and big thanks to our CEO, Myers, and a very, very big thanks to our followers who have who have taken their time to follow us tonight and always following us. We say thank you for your support. We love you and thank you for loving us back. So just right on this topic tonight, I will leave you with this, right? So our children, young adult, teens, or adult, whatever phase of life you may find yourself, I want you to know tonight that you don't actually become disciplined if you don't work it out. You have to work it out. Like the songwriter says, my God will work it out for me. So you've got to work things out for yourself. Small routines, day to day routines, good things you do on a day to day basis will actually build a discipline in you. So please don't forget this thing. And to become disciplined, you have to watch those people who are highly disciplined. And to our parents, that is it. You become mentor in disguise. Better still, you become a mentor that is visible. So for us to become disciplined, for the kids to become disciplined in the church, in the home, in the community, in the school, wherever, our parents have to do the right thing. Our guardians have to do the right thing. Our leaders have to do the right thing. And as we see them do, we follow after and we start to build those discipline acts within ourselves. And let us not forget, faith will always lead in one direction, but the efforts to reach to that our destination matters a lot. The effort we apply matters a lot. That's what I like the book of James. It talks about faith and work. You have to work it out. Like Barack Obama said, as I quote, get the job done, get the stuff done. So, in order to do that, you have to work it out, guys. I see the CEO smiling. You actually have to work it out. Yes,
Get it
that's
done.
faith.
Yeah, get it work
That's
done.
faith.
I remember.
Yes, that's faith. And discipline will actually gives us, the structure we need. And don't forget, after we have done all of these things, we see excellence that Miko said. He said, after you have exhibited some level of faith, and then we see discipline in action with faith, at the end, you cultivate excellence. That's when excellence is cultivated. So, education, academic excellence give us a broader open doors. And again, to end on this, it's very important that we consider this. You don't need money to raise a disciplined child. To our parents, you don't. You basically don't need money to raise up a disciplined child. But this is what you need. And this is what Mass Television is here to educate us, to remind us. You need time, at least a solid 10 to 15 minutes with your child, with your children, how busy you are, how tired up you are. 10 to 15 minutes is okay with your children. Have conversation with them. Spend that solid time with them and be consistent. If you decide to talk to your child or children 15 minutes every day or 2 times a week, be consistent. Be consistent. Because you know what? Inconsistency will not get the job done. So let's be consistent in all that we do. And let's be example. Let's be an example. And when faith inspires our discipline at home, we see academic success follow us naturally. So this is it. Thank you so much, Alfred, for the time given, and thanks to our audience again.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Philip. Okay, Dodo. Thank you so much. So we will actually take 2 minutes from our panelists, from that one of our panelists, one of Myers, and our technical
Alvarez, give
man
me
behind the
time.
scene. What?
Alvarez, give me time. So let me
Yeah,
just
two
go
minutes.
straight to it. So I have this friend. Let me just share this story, and then I'll try to wrap up. This guy being a friend of mine, a classmate. But one thing he always, do whenever I tell him, I say I don't like this idea. He's like, Miles, this is a reality. This is a reality. I say, bro, whenever you are trying to do something, always believe in yourself. Have that faith. Sometimes you may not have that total knowledge of it. That's where we were talking about you having other people to consult. So in a couple of days, we decided to go and find a hospital where we can do our posting. So when we were going at the first hospital, he first started doubting, like these people are not going to give to us. I'm telling you, in reality, these people are not going to give to us. I was like, no, brother, you cannot say so. You cannot say so. And he was like, he tried influencing the other guy as well. And they both was like walking behind me, and then I was like, bro, let's stop these things, right? We are going there. We can try to make that, we can try to get what we are going for. Let's believe in ourselves. My brother, we are not Indians. These people are not going to give it. So we left on our, argument until when we get out the gate, we went to the first place, and then once you are doubting yourself, your physical structure can speak everything to the individual you're going to meet, right? So
Right.
once the people saw us, yeah, his physical structure, and then that was the other guy who was standing near me, the way they were standing, I was, and then the guy was like, no, we don't have any vacancy here now. So when we get outside, I say, my brother, you see what happens from the gate. Your physical structure, your physical morphologist spoke everything to this individual. Like you are not ready for this thing. In fact, you are doubting yourself. You don't even believe that you can do it. That's why I spoke to him, and he was like, "Oh no, it's not. Hey, I told you, I said these people, and it's not." We went to the second place again. He was still on the same argument. I was like, "Bro, we have to calm down. We can make it, right? We can make it. Let's believe in ourselves." So luckily for us, when we went at the last place, so before entering, I told him, I said, bro, let's try to let construct ourselves, right? Let's try to believe in ourselves. Let's say as we enter in our place, yes, we can get these things, and let made up our minds, right? Let not put on any fear and what have you. Yeah. Let's go there. Whatever question they are going to ask us, have that potential that yes, indeed I can speak to these things. And gradually when we went to the place, everybody was like position. Normally our Indian style, right? You go to maybe mom or side, you have to fold your hands, stand very straightly, you as a student and other thing. And we asked some questions, other thing. Everybody spoke boldly. And what happened at the end of the day, when we came outside, we were able to get our posting stuff and other things. So when we came, Miles, you are talking, I was like, bro, this life you have to believe in yourself. You firstly
Yes.
have to be the first person to have faith in yourself before other people will have that kind of feeling for you. You don't put out that kind of mindset. So what I'm saying, your entire life, your foundation should be based on faith. Always know that yes, indeed, motivate yourself. Like I said from previously, we have to do with motivation. Faith has to do with motivating yourself, encouraging yourself that yes, indeed, you can make it. And secondly, set a discipline for yourself. Like we talk about discipline, right? Make sure you set some standard. No matter how it's going to be, no matter how I'm going to work within it, and I know I'm going to do it. And secondly, always get a positive mindset that the particular thing I can achieve it. When I fire not able, I'll try to consult somebody. I'll try to get other idea, other strategy, and see how best I can work it out. But mostly we don't do it. At the end of the day, we fail. We fail. We fail. So I want to tell us that let's build our lives on these three things and let's make sure that we work in line with it: our faith, discipline, and then that of academic excellence. And once we build our lives on it and make sure that all these things we can do it, when we feel we don't able, we try to consult other people, they try to correct our path and come back and work on it. Definitely we'll try to get a good result from all these things. So thank you so much, Alfred.
Thank you so much. That was the voice of our CEO, but then he's serving as a panelist, and also our technical man working behind the scene. He's doing multiple work at the same time. He's an energetic man with a lot of responsibility that does not complain about responsibility. He do it when he see the needs arises. And for that, we applaud you for that. He's an inspiration, one of the men that when you see his life, you see faith, you see discipline, and you see academic excellence.
Right.
He is the pride of Brother City David 17. So we want to say
I beg you.
we want to say
Alfred,
big shout out to
I'm
the
not going to 17 again. I'm not going there.
you
I'm
want
leaving them
nobody
there.
that's why you hear from. That's why you hear from. So we want to say a big shout out to the 17 tonight. To the people of the 17, we want to say a big shout out to you tonight for actually
CEO, you can come. I
bringing
will
us.
accommodate you in this straight too.
Okay, no
Don't
problem.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
No, don't
I,
go.
I, I'm tired with that
I
stuff.
heard.
Discuss 17.
I heard. I heard that this too. There are so many short people who live there. They are very very short people.
Man, don't kind of insult. Oh yeah, man. We short people. Don't kind of insult. Oh yeah, thank you.
The people don't go, don't go. So, having said that, we will like to say big thanks to our follower who always with us. We want to say thank you for your commitment. We want to say thank you for the choice supporting MRS TV. This is the platform for every man. This is the platform for every man. Here we go again. So we say thank you and have a blessed night and have a good day wherever you are. And this is how we draw down our curtain. Thank you. Mars, you can get any last. Let's talk something good.